Giovanni Di Lorenzo and Marc-Andre ter Stegen are the respective captains. Ter Stegen's fellow German Felix Weyer is the referee. A controversial call by VAR last night in Eindhoven. The debate is still alive and well in football. Xavi goes for experience as he makes two changes from the lineup in Vigo last weekend. Out go Pau Kubasi and Vitor Roque as Inigo Martinez and Ilkay Gundogan are recalled. Alejandro Balde, Ferran Torres and Gavi are the notable absentees through injury. Both club captains Sergio Roberto and Joao Felix are fit enough to return to the squad as substitutes. Coming up 9 o'clock local. It's been a lovely day by the Bay of Naples, 62 degrees, blue skies, blue Mediterranean. We're just up the coast from Capri and Sorrento, the famous Amalfi tourist coast. You've got to see Pompeii in the shadow of Vesuvius before you know.
Blue and white stripes kicking from right to left in the first half. And the first touch of the ball here for Bukayo Saka, who has been in outstanding form in recent matches. As have all of his teammates, to be honest. It really has been a superb start to the new year, and a very timely one as well, not just in terms of the Premier League, Matt, but with European football resuming at this stage of the year as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Confidence is very high at the moment for Arsenal. It's a fascinating tie, this one. Nothing's going to be decided tonight, of course, but over 2 legs, you have to say that
Barcelona looks to control the ball and move from a flat back 4 into a 3. Look towards that man, Lewandowski and Gundogan is behind the link up play that they have. But in it, the weakness in transition and how that we can exploit that. Through the man, closing the ball down Osimhen, and Kvaratskhelia on the right, on the left hand side, coming onto his right foot. He's a really open side this night. Barcelona have been beaten 7 times this season. Napoli have lost 12 games in all, 6 of them here. Both a little fragile, and neither of them remember how to play like champions. Barcelona in all yellow this evening. Frankie de Jong trying to get them moving. Dropped back in as a quarterback role. And Andres Christensen, centre half by trade, he's playing in the centre of midfield, trying to shore it up, and he's just trying to give some defensive stability for Barcelona. He looks all at sea at times. Seen so many goals this calendar year. And Napoli can't score goals. There's 16 in their 17 games under Ultimate Sarri. Barcelona can't stop conceding goals. 34 lost in their last 17.
Hello.
Problems.
How you guys doing?
Difficult to see, but
Champions League action is back, and Arsenal are going to be an easy victory. Porto are in 3rd place. Inter had no problems with Porto, so if you're a stronger team like Arsenal, you have to take care of business. It doesn't matter if it's at the Dragão. It doesn't matter if you lost to a Portuguese side, Sporting Club de Portugal, last year in the knockouts. Granted, it came to penalties. Granted, Sporting had a great strike from outside the box. The fact of the matter is, Sporting is far stronger than Porto. This is a 3rd place Porto side. They don't score. They've had some hurtful draws. If you're Arsenal, you have to take care of business against Porto from the get-go. This should be an easy Arsenal victory. Liverpool are losing right now. They've got 10 injuries. Luton have the lead over Liverpool. This is a must-win for Liverpool. It's not an easy match for Liverpool. Luton had to come back. They were up 1-0 against Man City. Man City had to come back and win 2-1. It was not an easy match for Arsenal. They had to win in the last minute over Luton. So especially when you're missing 10 players, this is going to be a very tough match for Liverpool against Luton. They're at home. You have to take care of business. 35th minute. There's still lots of time, but no Salah, no Jota. You have to wonder where the production is going to come from. Trent Alexander-Arnold has to step up. You have to find a way, Darwin Nunez, to score. You can't miss easy sitters. That's what's got to happen for Liverpool. The goalkeeper is out for another month, Allison. So Allison Becker, mid-March, he's out. Curtis Jones, mid-March. Jota, mid-April. Biggest loss of them all outside of Salah. Salah, doubtful. He can't come back. And Trent Alexander-Arnold out too. That is a very, very big loss. And just Man City are they're facing off on March the 10th, and these players are not going to be back for that match while Man City are close to match fitness. The fact is Liverpool's title hopes are over. It doesn't matter if they come back and beat Luton. Their title hopes are over on March the 10th, assuming they take care of the business against Nottingham Forest in Luton Town. Barcelona, Napoli's form is terrible. Barcelona have defending issues. Barcelona should be able to win this match. They are facing lots of problems surrounding bankruptcy. I think UEFA clubs take care of their own member clubs. Inter had a lot of debt on their balance sheets. UEFA helped Inter take care of that balance sheet a little bit by giving them very easy draws last year to bring in some extra money from the Champions League. So if you are UEFA, if you're seeing the situation surrounding Barcelona, you're going to need to increase their cash injection a little bit. You got to have Barcelona in the next round of the Champions League. That's actually what's happened. That's the reason why Inter had the easy draws last year, is because they were having a lot of money issues. So 37th minute, still no goal from Liverpool. As it stands right now, Liverpool are losing against Luton Town. Luton now have 23 points above the relegation zone by 3 points. You get the feeling that Liverpool is going to equalize. That relegation race will still be very interesting. Who's to say if Luton win and Everton pick up a result against Brighton this week? You never know what Brighton are going to do. They lose 4-0 against Luton Town, then they come in and they win 3-0 against Crystal Palace a few days later. So you never know what you're going to get any week in the English Premier League. But it's very clear what we get with the Premier League. There are 86 points of 2019 and 20 clinched the league. That was their last title. And Haaland scored 86 goals with and Martinelli scored in the 86th minute in the Arsenal 1-0 win over City. Is Arsenal going to win the league this year? The answer is gotta have to wait until next year. Because in Pep's 8th season, he's going to win his 6th English Premier League title. That's basically, and he would show that he's making his case as the greatest of all time, the greatest manager of all time, Pep Guardiola, and he's able to win without Gundogan and Mahrez and many other players who left to replace them as if they don't exist. He has to be making his case as the greatest manager out there who can make adjustments on the fly. Absolutely. There's still 1-0 Luton over Liverpool. I'm watching the Champions League. Barcelona. Oh, what a save! Oh!
chance for Petri.
A nice defending there by Napoli in the box. First real chance of the game for Barcelona, minute 9.
Another let off.
Porto defend very well. They're not even the second best team in Portugal. Arsenal have to take care of business. If you're Arsenal, you have to take care of business from the get-go. The second leg, you don't have to worry. You can toy around with the Porto defense. You can keep possession, play a slow tempo match at home if you can win by the magnitude of 2-0 in this game at the Stadio Dragao in Porto, with the Premier League race right there, with these teams breathing on your neck. This is a match to where Arsenal have to win by 2 goals.
Wrestled to the ground by Jules Koundé. Young man who had the opportunity, had the strike.
2 big chances missed by Liverpool. Are they bottling the league? Are they bottling the league? But I don't know. I don't think it's a bottle job. I just think that they're not good enough. 0-1 shot on target at the Emirates. That Liverpool already, they didn't win against City. They didn't win against Arsenal at home. They're just not good enough to win the Premier League.
Once you put it into touch, you need to go a little bit further than 5 yards away so that they can quickly take the throw in.
So we are on minute 42. Is still 1-0 in that match.
What a good game to making his debut at the weekend. He's having, not just in terms of goal creation, but in the back of the net as well. Bukayo Saka, 6 in his last 4 in the Premier League, including 2 each.
It's always a chess match in Europe. A second yellow card for Luton.
Galeno looks the danger for Porto. Plenty of pace and quality. Likes to cut in off his
The comments are not loading for Liverpool and what on the Daily Mail. Let me go to the live comments on the Daily Mail. I don't know why the comments are not loading on my phone for that match.
Just beat Osimhen to it.
Saka's there to hook it away. Swings it forward. Right underneath it. Back with Ottavio, the 21-year-old Brazilian.
Okay, Barcelona have possession. Porto have the ball right now out of their own half.
Towards Galeno, losing out to the industrious figure of Rice. The loss was more.
The comments are going to be golden for the Liverpool match. I tell you, the comments on the Daily Mail are always very entertaining, to say the least. Okay, there's the comments. There's the comments. There it is. I don't know why the comments on my phone are not loading up here, but here we are. Arsenal win the Champions League? No, they're not winning the Champions League. Can they make it to the semifinals? Maybe they can make it to the semifinals. They obviously have got some very talented English players, so there is a narrative for Arsenal to make it to the semifinals.
Round of 16 time. Saka finding Gabriel. Rice is available for the pass.
Okay, Napoli defending well at the deep end of their box. Now Napoli have gotten it back. This is not the pretty football from Napoli that we are accustomed to seeing. This is a completely different team.
To force away with a pass at least. He knows all about the coach. He's played 13 times for him in the Slovakian national team. Pedri drilled into Lewandowski. First touch was excellent, but the angle wasn't. Juan Jesus did enough against him.
It's a fantastic ball into his feet, but Zeus just tried to grab up, knew from the angle, it's too much for them.
Finding Havertz. Now Declan Rice. Odegaard closed down quickly and they concede the free kick.
It's fair to say, won't be the first free kick he gives away tonight.
It's the way he looks at the referee each time, though, isn't it? And it's as if hearing the referee whistle after that was the last thing he expected.
Now we are at halftime, and it's close to 1-0 Luton at the half. Wow, their Premier League hopes may come to an end this week.
2 this season. But what a player, what a career.
Amazing to still be playing at this level.
14 years of age. Scored against Antwerp in the group stage, oldest goal scorer in the Champions League. Still takes some getting.
Okay, free kick. It looks like free kick. Porto don't look threatening at all. Can a set piece do it here?
Set play, which is one of their many strengths, but
Porto's keeper punches out the free kick. Liverpool season is going to be over. It's 1-0 at halftime. I mean, Luton defeated Arsenal. I mean, it was Arsenal defeated Luton 4-3. This is always going to be a very tricky opponent. City were down 1-0 and defeated Luton, so this is always going to be a very tricky opponent. And Liverpool's hopes for the Premier League are over.
They lost just twice here all last season.
Man City are going to run an insane pace against Liverpool. They're going to see just how injured they are. They're going to play with very high tempo, Man City. Liverpool players will play injured. Man City are going to ramp up the intensity on March the 10th. It's 12-3-day numerology. Man City's last win over Liverpool came on 12-3-day numerology, and Pep Guardiola in the Bundesliga and in English competitions can get his 12th win against Jurgen Klopp. The last player to score a goal in the knockouts for Barcelona was Lionel Andres Messi. Who's going to be the first player to score in the knockouts for Barcelona ever since Lionel Messi's departure? Probably Robert Lewandowski. If this is Xavi Hernandez 79th win as manager, then I think Robert Lewandowski is Camacho 79, or maybe Lewandowski by itself is Camacho 79. So it'll probably be played over to the top to the striker. And Napoli are the home team. Okay. I won't mind seeing Barca lose, but I think Barcelona are going to have to win. Arsenal can't commit stupid defensive errors in the back. This is what they tend to do in Europe and in big matches.
but it's probably Porto's best opening so far.
So Liverpool are at 57 points at halftime. If Liverpool win 2-1, then it'd be their 61st goal of the year. Liverpool FC's Camacho 61. It could also be 6 Premier League titles for Pep and only 1 for Klopp. That's Camacho Liverpool. It'd be Pep Guardiola's 6th Premier League win over Jurgen Klopp 2 on March the 10th. In Gematria, it's Pep. In red says Gematria 19 and 13 titles for Ferguson and 6 for Pep. He's got to hit that 19 right there. 19 combined titles for Pep Guardiola and Alex Ferguson. That's how you interpret Gematria of Pep.
He doesn't want to turn. It's not his game. That is his game, yeah.
But Pep will last 9 seasons with Man City. He's going to leave after 2024, 2025. When the sanctions come in, whether it be years of transfer bans, I don't know about relegation, but I do believe that we can see transfer bans or have to force the sale of certain players. This is what we can see as far as the trial goes during the autumn, during the fall.
To bring Nico Gonzalez into the play, and Arsenal already are back in shape.
I forgot. I think Robert's Camacho 78. I think Robert Lewandowski and Pythagorean singular Camacho 79. So let me see. I think that was missing from my pregame.
Stretch there for Gabriel. That was a shot, and it's got wide again, and somehow Galeno is.
Wow! Same old Arsenal in here up there. That was a close chance for Porto. A team like this, well, I don't care how tough Porto have been. I mean, they're just a worse team this year. I mean, this was very bad defending, closing in on your surrounding Porto players in the box. Anytime you can expect a rebound or a deflection. So, yeah, that's very bad right there. Xavi Hernandez, 79th win as manager in Champions League. Champions Camacho 79.
As I said earlier, he does look like the danger. High quality. He's unlucky that first effort. Both efforts actually caught quite sweetly.
In Champions League, it's champion that's Camacho 79, a 79th win in Champions League. I do think Barcelona did have a tremendous chance there at around the 9th minute. Isn't Lewandowski number 9? I feel his chance will come soon enough.
We're struggling down that right-hand side. Latano's having to drop deeper and deeper. But the one! That's a good save.
Whoa!
It was at a good height for the keeper, but it was hit with a...
Gundogan.
Gundogan. It was full stretch.
Osimhen in the starting lineup. 5 shots for Barca, 2 on target, 0 for Napoli. If you're at home, you cannot settle for the draw. You have to go for the win if you're Napoli. This is not like Atletico Madrid settling for the draw away and winning it back at Madrid. Atletico will still win. Inter bottled it. They could have been over. They are keeping Atletico pretty on their necks in the tie. No shots yet for the Gunners, being outclassed by Porto. But there's still plenty of time for Arsenal to grow into the game.
Two back-to-back weeks on the road in which they've scored 5 or 6 of us.
few times. Di Lorenzo travelling a long way with the ball. Henry travelling all the way with him. He returned just yesterday and will leave again next month for his other job. He's been in charge of the Slovakian national team for the last 18 months and he will job share for now. Yamal. Just behind Lewandowski, who reached out, took it away from Henry.
We've seen this game.
Might need some quality in the back third here as Martinelli sends it over. Wendell with the header away. Galeno tries to flick it on. But it's at the feet of Bukayo Saka, who's just manhandled to the floor.
This is an inexperienced Arsenal team in the knockouts. So what you're seeing on the road away, they got to learn how to grow into a game, to start well from the start, to exert their authority. You know, a team like this just cannot win the Champions League when you're in the knockouts for the first time. Certainly Liverpool didn't win when they're in the knockouts for the first time. Certainly Man City didn't win when they're in the knockouts for the first time. There's got to be some growing pains for Arsenal before they're able to win the UEFA Champions League.
5 wins in a row coming into this match for Arsenal. It's scored 21 goals in those 5 games. It's Diego Costa, who's still the quarter of the way through this first leg. And it comes from Odegaard.
Good defending by Porto, crossed by Odegaard. Varela heads the ball away.
It's Varela, the Argentinian midfielder, with his head to it.
Napoli get a free kick in the Barcelona half. The Georgian with the ball, 77. He crosses it over to the right. Napoli try to play it to the right. Osimhen, the cross nowhere near Osimhen in the box. Osimhen with the ball outside the box on the left. The Georgian 77, he's trying to get a shot out. He wavers towards the middle. Osimhen is there, and it goes over the goal post. A free kick. Osimhen first scoring opportunity. Cannot square his head on the ball.
Taking control of that 6-yard box.
I'm surprised to see those figures. Arsenal so much of the ball. It was Porto that come closest to scoring.
Jordi Alba moving on. Their influence already becomes wane.
First 4P in the history of the UEFA, of the English top flight football league. 4 straight Premier League titles for Pep Guardiola. 4P is Gematria, 46 and 19. Pep is Gematria, 19. As we said, the 19 combined titles for Ferguson and Pep. 13 for Ferguson, 6 for Pep. First 4-peat in the history of the Premier League. He doesn't win 10 Premier League titles like Ferguson, but he does get the first 4-peat. United have won a 3-peat before, but this will be the first 4-peat won by Pep Guardiola. And this will prove that Pep is the GOAT if he can win without Gundogan and Mahrez and many of these other stars that would pick up the slack for the midfield. I mean, to win with Foden and Grealish. win with English players. That'd be quite a. He doesn't need to go win with international superstar midfielders, but it does help to have Kevin De Bruyne.
Passing lanes into the condense the space. Platform the midfield.
Arsenal get some space there. 30th minute, Porto Camacho 30. What do Arsenal have in the 30th minute?
So in terms of the tactical discipline, you're liking what you're seeing from their passes.
There's an awful ball to deliver and an even awful for one to see dropping over his shoulder.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, good. Just watching some Champions League soccer.
Just that choice of pass and when to play it, timing of the pass as much as anything. And you're right.
Porto have Pepe, still playing Champions League football, longtime player of Real Madrid. He'll definitely try to pick up some very dirty fouls.
Straight to Lamisa. Straight to Osimhen. Nobody wants it. Well, Cancelo will take it. Get round the side of Lamboka. The shirt pull there on Osimhen and the German official spotted it.
Okay, we're about a minute or two till the second half begins. This is Liverpool season right there. All night, these guys were telling me, Liverpool for the Premier League. But we're not driven by emotion, but my same team can't win the Premier League for so many years. You can't have the same team win that many times. That seems to me to be statements driven by emotion. Oh, it's the same team win too many years. The Man City have the worst code of the three teams. Wow, really? A team that's won 5 of the last 6 Premier League titles is the worst code. I want to have whatever they're smoking.
He was injured last year in the spring in the title run, and they still leave it for a while. Still nothing for Diogo Costa to do in the Porto goal in this first half.
No, just a couple of set pieces that he's had to deal with. Free kick into the box, which he came punch clear. Corner, he came collected, but no shots to save. As I said, though, nothing decided tonight.
Porto will be quite happy so far. They've nullified the threat from Arsenal in the opening half an hour. Which, as you mentioned, the way that Arsenal are playing, the number of goals that they've been scoring recently in the Premier League, that's no big feat. They're looking to carry a threat of their own. Doesn't fall for Galeno, doesn't fall for Conceição. It's away off the boot of Kidio, and how about that for a pass? Martinelli, faced by Pepe. And still the Brazilian has it. Red and white shirts arriving in support. Odegaard among them, Saka near side. Suddenly Porto backpedaling now. The Saka looks to try and prise them open. Off the top of the crossbar, placed to the line. No, the whistle is down.
Watching in that time, he went to 50 Barcelona goals for the weekend. His 79th appearance. 4 of those in the last 3 games. 18 return in the year.
So yeah, Liverpool have 0 chance of winning the league. I expected Luton to win, but There certainly the downfall could happen very, very soon. We are at minute 48. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. Liverpool Luton in the 48th minute. Okay, and time is ticking. Liverpool are bottling the league. You see right there, this is 2 big chances missed. 2. It's not like Liverpool need to drop points against Luton. Even if Liverpool defeat Luton, and I projected Liverpool to beat Forest and Luton and still lose the league. But City do have to travel to Luton, and again, City were down 1-0. They had to score 2 goals in the second half to defeat Luton Town. Safe to say, I think if Liverpool don't score a goal by the 60th minute, then they're in big trouble. Well, they're already in big trouble because of their injury crisis right now. But the more time that passes by, Luton are going to take the point. They will certainly take the point. They got to get something out of this match. I think Luton are going to play 10 men back on the ball. They actually score a lot of goals. They play very well. So maybe they're not going to play 10 men back. Maybe not. I certainly hope the matches open up in the second half for the Champions League. The teams, Barca, are not hitting their chances, and Porto had a very deadly chance right there. Porto had the best chance in the match so far. Arsenal and their inexperience. I mean, this is a game. The Man City is certainly glad that Porto are in the tie because Arsenal can just toy around with Porto if they win 2-0, but not even that is happening. So if Liverpool drop points and City beat Bournemouth, then City have occupied first place in the table.
Quite sure that's how they rehearsed it. The vodka, Politano again.
Wow, what a shot outside the box there. I mean, he had the willpower to shoot it. He was nowhere close to being on target, but just the threat of shooting outside the box right there. Need a little bit of a line drive instead of a rocket.
First time he started in the Champions League this season. They signed for Barcelona last year.
Let's take a look at Porto defeats in the Champions League. Arsenal have no chance of winning I don't know why people think Arsenal are going to win the Champions League. I mean, this is just craziness. There's just no experience. There's no experience with this team. You don't have maybe you have a chance against Man City because you're familiar with the team that you play in your country. But as far as Real Madrid goes, they do not have a chance.
Rivera is forward here.
I hate to say it, but I think Inter can handle Arsenal. I really hope Arsenal beat Inter, but right now Arsenal are looking like a very ordinary team just against the very best of the best in Europe. I mean, Porto are a seasoned team, certainly in the knockouts. I think went to the Europa in between, but lack of experience is showing so far in the match. What can you say? 53rd minute, 1-0 Luton. Liverpool with one shot so far ever since the beginning of the second half.
Sideways, the passes are going back.
So we're 7 minutes until that magic number of 60 minutes that I think is going to help Luton get a result if they don't allow any goal in the first 15 minutes of the second half.
And you said, doesn't strike fear into the heart. Barcelona.
On the tongue. Serving the ball for Di Lorenzo, he would have done, but the indication is so up. Di Lorenzo. And Issa. Scores for Scalia. It's not defended. Toby Breyer taking the attack pass from Pepe.
Arsenal have space. They need to go. Goal by Porto right there. Midfielders surround. They get the ball back.
This first half, it's a save you expect no reply to make. It's a difficult angle there for Nielsen. Not much to goal to aim at. He comes with a safe goalkeeper. Take a slight deflection, which made it more difficult for him.
So Man City are going to play very high tempo against a team it knows that will not be playing fully fit guys. The league is over.
Never been able to understand.
Yeah, there are the laws of the game, and then there are the unwritten laws. They're in here for the
I never knew Luton were missing 6 players. It's good to know. I'm on the Daily Mail conversation.
Enlightened support.
Okay, corner kick for Arsenal.
First time they've got Odegaard in that number 10 position on the half turn, looking to play forward. Hasn't happened a lot in this first half.
With another opportunity.
What to aim for? So went by Kunde.
Saka beyond the far post. Almost inevitably given the number of players that are on the floor. The referee blows his whistle.
Back by Kunde. They make a mistake and go for it.
Okay, we are approaching 57th minute. It's still 1-0 Luton. Liverpool are going to get battered by Man City. I guarantee it. 19 shots for Liverpool have scored. Van Dijk, 56th minute. Van Dijk with the goal, 56th minute. Liverpool are back in the business. It is 1-1, 56th minute. Van Dijk with the goal. And now Liverpool can get that 61st goal. Liverpool FC's the big Camacho 61. They should be able to win the match right there.
The Champions League in the last 13 seasons for Porto.
It was via header, Virgil van Dijk with the goal. 1-1. Luton with 5 wins and 6 draws at the moment after a 56-minute goal by Virgil van Dijk.
Straight down the throat of the Arsenal defence, but covered by White. Scurried by White. Yes, Odegaard.
Both matches went 0-0 at the half. So I said minute 60 would be a cause of concern, but Liverpool scored inside 60 minutes. So this is good for Liverpool.
Gonzalez comes across to try and shut down his shooting opportunity. Galeno, Arsenal throw. Arsenal heading towards the end of the first half on the front foot.
30 minutes left. Liverpool will probably score. Another corner.
Fairly heavy first half, really. I think the first legs can be a bit like that, a bit cagey.
Just to see the minutes or so at the end of this half.
Martinelli understands the Portuguese. So does Gabriel. A few Arsenal players could understand the Portuguese of the Porto side, and we'll get to kind of understand the communication of the opposition. A couple of Gabriel Jesus speaks Portuguese too. He's Brazilian.
Usual scenario. It comes over and header goes wide again. It's
Halftime 0-0 both matches. Number 10 is Messi's number, is Maradona's number. We can see a 1-0 from Napoli and Barcelona? Probably. That's probably why we see that. 1-0 in the tie, 1-0 in the leg. That's kind of what you have to think about. Yeah, Liverpool have scored Gakpo in the 58th minute. Another correct prediction. Liverpool to defeat Luton in the Premier League match of the week.
no joy for him, no joy for any of Arsenal's forwards in this opening half. They've had the majority of the play, but against tactically very disciplined opponents, struggled to create anything. They haven't had a shot on target in the first half. Porto, the closest to breaking the deadlock, rattling the post in the first half through Galeno, and then he fired the rebound just wide of the other post. But
Liverpool have taken the lead, and Liverpool are going to get their 60th points of the season. I mean, it was obvious they were getting 19 wins before facing off against Pep, because Pep is Gamache with 19, Liverpool with 19 wins entering the match. Luton are trailing, and now Luton, the relegation zone will continue to stay interesting. Other key numbers to look out for, it is London, the site of the final, that's Gamache 74. London, England by itself is Gamache 59. These are minutes where we can see the first goals of the matches between Arsenal and Porto. The big London Gamaches of 74 and 59. If there's any point in time in the match when Arsenal score, those are two potential moments in the game where Arsenal can score. As far as Porto and Barcelona goes, I like minute 67 to 68. Maradona and Napoli's Gamache 67. And Football Club Barcelona is Gamache 68. So you're talking about the 67, 68 minutes maybe where we can see a goal in that match if we do. Inside 59, 74 minutes for Arsenal against Porto.
They also said, under no circumstances, those really large and delicious treats be wildly affordable. Then we said, well, we already made them, and they are. Introducing the incredible new foot-long sidekick. Get one at Subway today.
There's satisfaction and sacrifice in spilling blood, sweat, and tears. Because giving it all for your team is worth every drop. Without it's the fans, fighters.
This is the GMC Sierra, available with the V8 engine, the Super Cruise hands-free driving experience, and the multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra, it's the truck.
Arsenal should be an easy pick to advance. They're just keeping the match interesting. Premier League matches of the week. Off to a great start. Liverpool are winning. Correctly predicted Liverpool to beat Luton. This was an easy lock. Obviously, Liverpool are going to enter the match against Pep Guardiola with 19 wins. It's Pep, that's 19. It's 4-Pete, that's 19. They got to enter that match with 19 wins. This is why Liverpool are winning right now.
Mentioned it before the game. I question
Lots of possession for Arsenal. It's 0-0. It's going to be 1-0. I think Arsenal are going to settle for the draw. They'll settle for the 1-0. You got 1-0 for Arsenal in this match. Otherwise, they're going to win. They'll win 3-0 in the second leg. They'll win 3-0 on aggregate against Porto. Napoli with 0 shots. Oh, I thought the header for Osimhen should count as a shot, but I guess not. His header went for a goal kick. They didn't consider it a shot. I guess not. Barcelona could have had like 2 great chances to score. Barcelona are still going to go through.
Napoli, Barcelona, which is the other game, 0-0 in that one as well.
Carabao Cup, Europa League. One of these two will be the last trophy for Jurgen Klopp as manager of Liverpool. One of the two. They'll win the Carabao Cup, obviously. As far as it goes in extra time or in regulation, I like regulation, but you never know with these kind of cup matches. Chelsea weren't that good a couple years ago in that FA Cup final that went into extra time. Many of these Liverpool-Chelsea matches have ended 0-0. It ended 1-1, so regulation, extra time, that may be a little bit tricky.
Just looks like it's going to whistle in. But they'll know halftime.
Yes, it is. And we do have more Champions League highlights and analysis coming up for you in just a minute's time. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Man City are going to hit that 59 gematria that we talk about, the City of London. They'll get their 59th points against Bournemouth. If they do get 5 goals against Bournemouth, it's worth noting that AFC Bournemouth is gematria of 63. If they do win like 5-0 of that sort, or 5-1, will they win 5-0 against Bournemouth? I'd say it's worth a shot. I'd say that a lot of shots against Brentford, against a team like that, that's going to play open. They could get their 63rd goal against Porto. It'd be worth a shot. Messi's going to win the scripted MLS, the greatest player. Can't even win the American Cup. He's got to win that one. That should be easy. Yeah, City are going to demolish Bournemouth.
Storm's coming. We need to take shelter. So what is the next big thing? Well, Galaxy believes the next big thing is you. Yes, look at you. You're open to experiment. Open your heart.
That match just would not be that interesting if Luton were to win against Liverpool. It's why the comeback was never in the doubt at all. Liverpool had to enter the match with 19 wins against Man City. So, Man City get Luton and Nottingham Forest later on in the year. Liverpool, this was a match they had to win. And this was a match that there was zero doubt that they would win.
You can feed in your old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus with AI on the new phone. Yeah, free? Cool. This is great. Yeah.
Great talk. Save up to $1,800 and trade in any Samsung phone for a new Galaxy S24 Plus, watch and tablet, all on us. Only on Verizon.
I can't wait.
So Pep Guardiola and Man City, I like the big 65 Gematria for Manchester City. It is Erling that's Gematria 65. It's his real name, Joseph. Pep is Gematria 65. Man City's 65th points against Liverpool. Their 65th points when they defeat Liverpool on a 12 3-day numerology. The last win on 12 3-day numerology in April, a 4-1 win last year. Holland is Gematria of 23. Liverpool's 23rd English Premier League loss since the end of the 2019-20 campaign when they're trying to win their next Champions League. That's what I'm looking at for this match. Pep has to get 6 Premier League wins against Jurgen Klopp. Plus, you look at the Gematria, and Anfield's Gematria 33, 3 losses for the Reds, 3 for Man City. You know the Freemasons are big on 33. Masonry's 33, English Premier League is Gematria 33 and 15. It's a 3-day numerology. The 3rd loss in the Premier League for Liverpool against Man City. This is going to be the breakdown of the game right before they play. You could imagine it's probably going to be scripted to where Man City are going to play for a second consecutive three-peat. So they got to beat Luton in the FA Cup. They got to make it to the next round of the FA Cup. Got to make it to the quarters. They got to continue. The City and the Arsenal have to be number 1, number 2, because that match is happening later. This is how we know Liverpool are not going to win the Premier League, because Man City and Arsenal, these two teams, that's going to be the match that decides the Premier League on March the 31st. What's Arteta's record against? Well, what's Klopp's record against Man City? Well, okay, so Klopp's record against Man City 11-7-8, but it's really about that 9th loss against Holland number 9. It's 7 draws and 9 losses against Liverpool if you're Klopp. Versus Manchester City Football Club. The Reds is Gematria 79. Man City are the reigning champion of the Premier League. Halon number 9. Halon number 9 is about Pep's 9 seasons in the Premier League. Let's go to Pep's record against Liverpool. Everyone's going to bet on Liverpool. The bookies win because, it's Man City and the public is all emotional and they don't understand that it's all going to end once the trial begins in the autumn. They'll be distracted. They'll know Pep is going to leave. They'll know Holland is going to look for his next team next year. City are going to play distracted next year. And that's another, his 8th win against the astrology born in the year of the goat, Jurgen Klopp, the number 8th position in the Chinese zodiac. You got to go with 8 wins and 6 draws. 8 wins, 6 draws. Pep versus Liverpool. We were seeing too many 86s because 86 is the Camacho, the greatest of all time. Transfer Mark T is the site to go to for Premier League statistics. The big Gematria we're looking at is 4P in Reds. How do you get a 4P? How do you get the Reds Gematria 19? 1 title in 9 seasons. Your Jurgen Klopp only title, a COVID-19 title. Jurgen Klopp has 46 Premier League loss versus Man City. That is the narrative. 4P Gematria of 46. Jurgen Klopp's going to lose his 46th Premier League loss as manager of Liverpool against Jurgen Klopp.
The dead thing we learned last week, it's that Michael doesn't listen to a word we say. No sense wondering he listens to a word you say either, but he entertains us more than this game has done so far.
Arsenal to win the Premier League next year. Arsenal, you're a winner of the 2024-2025 English Premier League, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, what I do see from Mikel Arteta is Arteta's 41st English Premier League loss against Manchester City Football Club because Haaland is Gematria of 41. We can predict the entire Premier League coming up. The Premier League will be over in March. Premier League's going to be over in March. I knew the run for Manchester City was going to happen. It was just a matter. It wasn't a matter of was it going to happen. It was a matter of when the monstrous, giant run for Man City was going to happen, was going to go down.
Barcelona being able to play through, mainly through Frankie de Jong into Gundogan and Lewandowski. They've addressed that now is pressing a lot higher, pressing with a lot more intent already in this second half, a lot more joy on the ball already in this second half for Napoli.
That's the Calzona style, 4-3-3 and press. Juan Jesus. Ladero. Vegas. Pizza. Alitano.
This team is too good. Bournemouth, Manchester Derby. Man United's winning run was obviously very scripted. But Man City are going to have no problems with Man United. They're going to beat Man United. I mean, scripted because Haaland scored his first goal in the Premier League against West Ham, and the season ends against West Ham. So you figure it's another goal-scoring game for Haaland if it does end up being decided in match week 38. But Gematria is clear. That if they win 1-0, or if it's 0-0, regardless, the tie is won by Arsenal. The tie is won by Barcelona. 2-1 nothings. We got to see a 0-0. You got to be figure that's good for the bookies. Which one of these going to end 0-0 or even 1-0 for the opposing team? This is what's tricky about knockout football. Does it go into extra time? Does it? Does the team not win in the first leg, but then they win over 2 legs? Arsenal and Barcelona are the better teams, but they're away from home. We'll see if these two teams I mentioned, can score within these 2 ranges. Porto had the better chances. Barcelona had the better chances. That was a rigged shot. Like, he didn't get any strength behind that shot, Gundogan. Like, bury it into the far corner, but he just kicked it straight to the keeper. Pretty much straight to the keeper.
More onto his right foot to be able to whip it to the near post. But there is the press from Napoli. Leaves the space in behind.
Mario to Conceição. And Kiki of the company.
Victor. Good defense there, but always offsides anyways.
It's one of the frustrating developments in the contemporary game. He doesn't look well offside. He is well offside. The assistant referees and the VARH are advised to keep their flag down if they're not certain, so that the technology can decide and the game isn't unnecessarily stopped. He knew he was offside, but no one had to wait for that pass. See, just a little bit in towards his instep, not what he wanted. Scary. Now it's 1-on-1 here with Koundé. Something trying to play Oliveira in, and Narambo has a cover. It's usually been double teamed for Georgia. I thought he might want to take that on. Instead, it's Lobotka.
Olsen, and he had that. He should have collected the ball. He didn't collect the ball.
He's there from the ball touch. But again, winning the ball back, getting the pressure, lifting the crowd. Good run. Well found by Lamine Mali. Had plenty of support.
Rigged. He had plenty of help over there, but he just shoots it over the bars. It could be a rigged 0-0 match. It's looking rigged. Collected, shot, shoot outside the box in the middle, but no, they didn't want to do that. This wasn't a good angle for Gundogan to shoot from anyways. The 1-0 score for the Barcelona tie or the first leg is all about Maradona number 10. There's going to be a scripted goal as attributed to Diego Maradona. 59th minute, like 60th minute, 59 in X seconds. Maradona did die at 60 years of age.
7 years. A successful European campaign in recent seasons was back in 1890, in the days when Unai Emery was in charge. They reached the Europa League final by Chelsea back in that competition. It's not as early now. this stage.
He kept it in play.
In towards Lewandowski as well, defended by Mark Jesus.
Okay, it was well defended right there.
For that one. He knew where it was going. He knew where Lewandowski was, and
Barcelona have no chance of winning the Champions League.
the tension was there. The walls is there.
They're not the same team as they were like 5 or 10 years ago. But you'll get the plastics around the world who think this is a world-class team of world beaters. Sloppy.
Those tall players who came forward to the back are very grateful for this little interplay. And all the way back for nothing now. First off, but there was a wayward cross, a wayward corner from the other one. Well, that's a collection.
That's a foul by Conceição. That'll be a card as well.
It's good foul to give away because Martinelli couldn't hit a steam and was away.
Okay, yellow card for Porto. We'll see if this opens things up a little bit.
Conceição, not one of those who's going to be suspension.
Full flight. Martinelli.
Again, Man City are chasing the 4-peat. Liverpool 4 points ahead of Man City. Man City going for a 4th Premier League title. This is how it's scripted.
Dropped in a couple of yards. All attacking players have made them
Liverpool with 62 goals on top of the table. Chelsea FC Gamacho 62. Liverpool have 62 points goals for facing off against Chelsea. Pep Guardiola is going to win the league again. Pep Guardiola's Gamacho 62. 6 Premier League titles with Pep, 2 with Mancini and Pellegrini. That's kind of how you interpret the gematria of the Abu Dhabi group as far as their Premier League titles goes.
Pepe's head towards Saka. He half-headed away. Odegaard with the shot. Clearance completed by Joao Mario. Only as far as Gabriel.
I think one of the standout factors in Arsenal's recent form has been how they've moved the ball quickly. And they even starts from the goalkeeper, provides distribution. Tonight it's not been quite that same speed and intensity.
Here's Saka. Kivior was turning away from Conceição. Havertz finding Martinelli. The goal kick.
Contemplating places, changes his older brother Oscar is his assistant holiday.
So the match was completely scripted today. Liverpool with 62 goals for the season. 62 is the Chelsea gematria, the Pep Guardiola gematria. Many reasons why you see 62, 6 draws and 2 losses, because Pep Guardiola's gematria is 62. They have to enter with 6 draws and 2 losses.
Not so. Pepe with the flicking towards Francisco Conceição, not finding him, and Arsenal get the free kick for the challenge on Trossard.
Him to shoot. Should have had a shot. We saw it in the first half, actually, that little backhand into Evan Nielsen. He did get his shots away from the angle. This was meant for Conceição. It did open up, and it felt as though a shot was on.
He's much more of a creator than a finisher, isn't he? Pepe, the number 11, scored a couple of goals this season, but Brazilian international. He stayed with the back end of last year. Here's Martinelli. Back to Kivior. Odegaard, away from Gonzalez. Martinelli. Havertz there in support. Locked off by the hard-working figure of Varela, one of the defensive midfield players for Porto.
Was through some work actually. The midfield of Porto. So shuffled across quickly. Ball's gone wide. The whole team have got across to condense the space.
wonder how many players will be on the floor by the time the ball gets into the 6-yard box here in the set play. Normally 3 or 4. Most of the Arsenal corners. Over it comes. There's a chance here, and it's pulling over the top by Leandro Trossard.
Sure, that's been given a lot. Echo went down again in the middle of the box. I quite noticed one of the substitutes just had a word with Declan Rice before this corner was taken. It's one they clearly worked on. I think he's given a foul in one of the areas. Referee, so I'm not sure it would have counted, but clever.
Lewandowski up into his left. Pedri should have been there. And so is not there. Really got started in the second half, Barcelona. Lobotka.
Conceição. He'll get a free kick for the challenge by Jakub Kiwior, who receives a yellow card.
Good break. They all step from Pepe, stepping in on the edge of his own box. Getting Porto on the front foot.
Okay, it's 60th minute. 60 is another key number because Maradona died at 60 years of age. West London, England's Camacho 59. What's in store for Barcelona?
Kiwior's going to have to tread carefully for the rest of the second half against a very lively opponent. So there's some defending to do here. Lying on his toes.
Free kick, Porto.
With the ball at his feet. And it comes and it's
He didn't even hit the free kick on target. He hit it out of bounds, out of play.
Those players' future is again being discussed. Martinez. Pedri slips through to Lewandowski. That's what he does.
I called it. Lewandowski to score. I called it.
35 years of age.
Win number 79 for Xavi Hernandez. Robert Lewandowski, Camacho 79. First goal scorer, Lewandowski. Boom! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get in on that Camacho! Get in on the Camacho! 60th minute, the Diego Maradona number. The death at 60. Get in on this! Get in! I told you, be aware of the 60th minute. It happened! It happened!
Knew exactly where he wanted to do it. Through the legs.
Beautiful, perfect shot, right on target.
You get him in that area.
The most accurate of accurate shots for the keeper to not even get a fingertip on the ball.
And take his total on the clock for 50. That's 51 in 80 appearances. 9 since the turn of the year. 5 in the last 4 games. 18 for the season. He hasn't failed to get the 30 goals.
It'll be a rigged 1-0 win for Barcelona. Is a Diego Maradona. It is number 10. It's got to be a rigged 1-0 win.
A few more 1v1s though against their fullbacks. Saka and Martinez.
Scripted goal, scripted goal.
It's opening up a bit more now. It is opening up a bit. I think Porto
Maradona died at 60. 60th minute goal.
have to take the lead to the Emirates.
Lima. Tapped by Conceição. There's a foul there on Pepe by Kai Havertz.
Shouldn't do too much about this.
He did catch him though, didn't he?
No, I did catch him. I don't think he knew too much about him. He seemed totally unaware of his presence.
third Arsenal player in the match.
I felt like Napoli had a chance to begin with, that the Neapolitans in the crowd. I mean, Napoli were in such bad form. It was a scripted 1-0 win. It was attributed to Diego Maradona. I wonder how many times after Diego Maradona's death.
Gonzalez now for Porto, who look to try and counter with pace, and Declan Rice looks to bring it to a halt.
Probably 1-0 Barcelona over Napoli.
He needed a response straight away. Let Barcelona
A Simo Arsenal script is interesting, but who are we kidding? At the Emirates, they'll easily beat Porto.
what he done.
That could be the script for that game.
On its way by Ter Stegen, he knew what he was doing there.
The same old Arsenal narrative.
Here's Lamine Yamal. Looks good ball for Henry, just putting on his heels, but they won't control it. Lamine Yamal. It's just making himself a little unfortunate. No. You can hear now. We just see through these next couple of moments. Feels like they've been rocked. The crowd is still singing, still paying for more, but confidence within the team not quite there. Good one. Not sure what he's in mind there. Yeah. And so it's Kude. Bring him up. Gundogan. Well, it's a good hit.
That was a good hit.
Like Petri and Short and Merritt.
The same old Arsenal narrative, it looks like.
Where that was. A little bit of
What are we looking at for the campaign this year?
trying to catch it, double movement of the hands. You know, a little wobble, double movement of the hands. He wasn't sure where it was. Okay. I mean, the appeal for handball, I think, was as much in desperation as the nature of the free kick. He was good at one time to deliver something better. There it plays. Rivera.
Arsenal are just not going to win the Champions League, y'all. This is obviously a whole different experience. You got to know how to close in on teams from different countries with different playing styles. I mean, Arsenal are going to have to go through a few years until they can be a real contender. I don't think Napoli are going to equalize in this one. I can see how a 0-0 for Arsenal and Porto can make things very interesting in the second leg. Because they did away over at Sporty. It was 1-1, then it was 2-2, and then it was decided on penalties.
Troy actually made his debut for Napoli just on Saturday for an hour. It's his first game for 3 months.
Porto counter. This is Galeno. Evan Nielsen waits in the middle.
Porto counter, there it is.
Excellent defending by Saliba.
A good defending.
So quick. You know, we've already seen the pace that Galeno. Full tilt before he ever beaten a bit.
He's an exciting sight, isn't he, Galeno?
Really good player. He takes it well. And now he's positive, but Saliba sticks with him brilliantly.
Lorenzo, no flag. There was for some very good cover. I thought the flag was coming. But that's a surprise to me, I have to say.
Yeah, he's got the space for the cross match. Saliba's there again. Porto really competing in this first leg. Here comes Pepe. He's away from Havertz. Pepe! The challenge coming in from Declan Rice on Evan Nielsen.
This is brilliant from Pepe. And Havertz has to be really careful not to bring him down and make a challenge, because that was a penalty written all over it. And superb play. And he's got the awareness as well to pick out Evan Nielsen.
Combined. Promisingly there for Napoli.
From Porto, the header away.
I think this match can end 0-0. They are looking rattled away from home. They're looking rattled by the Portuguese crowd right there. Porto, though, they're not afraid of Arsenal. They're not going to pay them too much respect. I mean, you got to stay on level in the Champions League. Do I think Arsenal are going to make any threatening chances? What's the mentality going to be? Oh, we're going to keep it 0-0. We're going to keep it all safe. Or no, let's grab a goal right there. Let's make this easier. How are they going to go about the last 23, 25 minutes of the game? But a careless pass right there that goes out of bounds. Now Porto have the ball in Arsenal territory.
The famous European victory to take to North London for the second leg.
I think their last knockout victory was against Porto, Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken. Outside of facing off against Bayern and Barcelona in the years in between. Now, the 70th minute is gematria of Arsenal, too. If they score in the 70th minute or if the 79th minute, these are some key minutes to kind of keep an eye out for as far as the first goal of the game.
Ball was played, says the referee. Pepe wanted a free kick. Arsenal have got it with second beyond Lindstrom.
Vodka. Gaetano. Osimhen. Lindstrom. Osimhen.
When they do get runners in behind, it creates a different angle, it creates a different opportunity. Often now, because Politano has been cut back onto his left foot, and all too predictable, the bodies have been able to get away and snuff out chances like that.
Okay, now Arsenal in the Porto half. Are they going to get any real scoring opportunities? The Napoli-Barca match, it's obviously rigged to end 1-0. It's all about Diego Maradona, the number 10, playing for both teams. That was a rigged goal. That was a rigged goal by Lewandowski.
Times Evan Nielsen coming short, by one of the centre backs. Attempts are even. Like more corners, and that's where their biggest threat is.
6 corners for Arsenal, but not much going on.
perhaps by Odegaard, free kick. Never really found it easy travelling to Porto over the years, Arsenal in European competition, and won the winners at Sporting in the Europa League a few years ago, back in 2018. It's the only time they've won in previous visits to Portugal.
So I think Arteta is looking at a 1-3-0 record versus Portugal in the European knockout competition. Right now, 0-0. That 13 is going to hit at home against Porto.
Jorginho preparing to come on. Porto's coach considering what options he's got as well. So quite a bit of Jorginho in the group stage. He played in 5 of the 6 matches.
Punched out.
Cleared by Nico Gonzalez.
Really well in those situations. A lot of pressure there. Had to get something on it. Did.
Portugal's number 1, Diego Costa.
Zero, brilliant again there. Just relieves the pressure.
Arsenal win it back.
Real.
Keep in mind that Porto is Gamachi of 84. 84th minute could be a key minute. Good pass. A corner.
Instant to Anguissa. It's Osimhen. Is this the moment? Yes, it is. It's Victor Osimhen.
Oh, Sam had again.
The one man that Napoli know can score goals for them is back in the fold and back in
Now
the
Napoli are back in the business.
Nobody knows how long he'll be staying, but Napoli fans will enjoy.
Welcome back to Napoli, Osimhen from the African Cup of Nations.
You've always got a chance. Lewandowski won. Osimhen won.
Where's Walter Mazzari at? Where's the manager?
It's the big man at one end, and it's the big man at the other. He's back and he's delivering.
Osimhen,
Gets it wrong.
Barcelona guy slipped. He couldn't stay on Osimhen.
Do that to him. He knows what you want to do. He knows where you're trying to go. Just not got the strength to shrug him off. You won't get shrugged off.
Goalkeeper went the wrong way too.
Osimhen keeps his cool.
He designed yet again on the same play.
That same old Arsenal in Europe, but things gonna change with that team.
Corners now for Arsenal. Again, the other person just commands the situation very calmly. And the ball and Odegaard comes across and just walks off the limit.
I've been a little bit disappointed in Arsenal's corners in the fact that there hasn't been too much variation. I watched them recently against West Ham. In 4 different corners. Tonight it's been the same one every single time. They overloaded the front post, they overloaded the far post, they played a short one. The only different one they have is the effort that Trossard.
My score was actually 2-1 Barcelona entering the match. We'll see if Barcelona score, but I think UEFA is going to like the fact that both of these ties are interesting. It means good ratings for the second ties.
He was held back there.
Now Napoli are starting to get some momentum.
They look ruffled here, Barcelona. Not been comfortable for a while. Not playing the passing game. Go along. Not been as crisp. Now the momentum's with Napoli. Confirmation of Christmas is the other card.
77th minute, Porto have the ball.
See that? What from any Napoli player field. Certainly didn't get to see a lot of him in front of goal tonight. Didn't see enough. His second Champions League goal this season. Five in the competition last season, really wanted to qualify against Milan.
One shot on target for Napoli, one goal.
Napoli for now.
Arsenal is playing like a small club right now. I mean, Porto. This is the third best team in the Portuguese Premier League. They get outplayed by Porto. And Arsenal have zero chance of winning the Champions League. Zero. They don't have a snowball's chance of winning the Champions League. I don't know how anyone can think Arsenal can win the Champions League. Well, what's wrong with y'all? They don't have the experience. They got knocked out by Sporting last year. This team does not have any chance of winning the Champions League. Zero. Arsenal don't have a chance of winning the European Cup.
Will it open up for them now? Odegaard, Saka. Roberts moving into a central position. Alongside a Keelior. Just forced to chase. It's Menino getting back behind the ball. Jorginho.
Yeah, it's good to see that a team like Porto can still have a chance in the second leg. It still makes the Champions League entertaining as far as I can tell.
Says how can they make a change here for the home side? It'll be their first one of the match. First. Stylish to the types of Roberts. Comes from Saka. Away by Diego Costa. You think in the referee's was?
I think he'll be excellent tonight. Costa. He hasn't had a shot to save, but he's defending from set pieces, his goalkeeping from set pieces has been really good. One of his 6-yard box has been excellent.
Napoli are looking very comfortable. The Barcelona defending is just very comical.
Control was the byword in their house for years.
Oh, a corner.
A little bit of control here, then just run another corner. Struggling at the moment. Good press. They've got the momentum.
Arsenal will take the 0-0 draw. You're still back at home, basically. You'll take the draw. a big win for the bookies if both Barcelona and Arsenal don't win.
Traore, Raspadori. I'm sure that's the right pass.
First team to score, Lewandowski got that part right there. The under for the Arsenal game, another correct prediction in that game.
Raspadori. To Traore. Simeone. Smash it against the Shinzo Aramo and another Napoli corner.
Napoli are starting to look very
Any
threatening.
goals this season?
0 shots on target for mighty Arsenal in the
last
Premier
10,
League.
15 minutes.
0 shots on target.
Last 10 games.
A mediocre performance.
Raspadori in towards
But Arsenal, they don't have any chance of winning the Champions League.
Jesus.
0.
Raspadori's crossing charge down at the expense of another corner. Every this time.
It's just levels when you have to go up against European competition.
Simeone.
But Arsenal supposed to defeat Real Madrid. I think Inter can defeat Arsenal as much as I hate to say it. Inter are a better team than Arsenal at the moment. Can Arsenal beat Atletico Madrid? I don't think so.
Runs across and just sleepwalk into another goal. Raspadori. Oh, and then some of the flying header. Just a little bit in front of the near post. We need to be deeper for him. Just enough. You know, that as much as Napoli were holding on for the first 5-10 minutes of the game, Barcelona are doing the same now.
2 chances on the break.
Here comes Evan Nielsen, who hasn't had a
Porto are threatening.
so far.
Can Arsenal hold on? Deflected. The goalkeeper gets it. The goalkeeper gets it. Napoli have possession. Barcelona are struggling to get hold of the ball right now. Arsenal get the ball back around mid-pitch. Porto playing to defend the 0-0 draw. Porto need to try to get a goal, in my opinion, if they're going away to the Emirates.
Mario losing out. Martinelli. That's Verena again, back helping out. He's going through some work this evening. He's the one who speeds up midfield that every team needs, isn't he, Matt?
Yeah. In flash. He's been in the right place so many times. Walked up the danger.
He needs the fancy stuff to the Pepe's, number 11 Pepe and the Princess Sarah's.
Yeah, piano players and piano carriers. I'll let you decide which one he is.
He looks a very handy addition to Porto's team this season. He was good from Argentina.
Difficult position. You've got Gundogan in the side. You're not going to move him. Lindstrom. Lorenzo. Well by Simeone, but it's way overhead. De Jong was playing with fire there. What do you think? As he's played De Jong tonight, there is one man you're going to stop Barcelona from dictating the game. It is him. In future rounds, they do go through in the second leg. Stick the man on De Jong and stop Barcelona from the back. Raspadori.
As 0 shots on target against the third best side in Portugal, Arsenal have zero chance of winning the league. The Champions League, that would be.
Well, again, substitutes have an impact. Jordan certainly full of energy. Raspadori.
Oh, he had a shot right there. He had a good chance right there. Barcelona lost the ball, and very briefly, Napoli had a shot outside the box. Tried to volley it over. Should have really volleyed it for the corner.
It's put against Real Madrid this season, so why not? Classico double.
It's not the best result, but Arsenal will take the draw. Porto, they need the goal there. If they're at home, they need it. Now Porto are faking their injuries right now. They're time wasting and faking the injuries right now. The referee shouldn't fall for this. But Barcelona are a comedy club if they lose against Napoli. They lose against it. It doesn't matter if Barcelona's defending is poor. It doesn't matter if you're without Gabby. The fact is, a Napoli team in this poor form, you have to defeat. And they're not at the Camp Nou because it's being renovated. They need a strong showing from the Barcelona supporters. Emirates cannot be a library. You got to put the pressure and make some noise when Porto have the ball.
It's the sort of nature of the games. It's not been a thing of beauty.
Man City are winning the Champions League. They're winning the league. There's nothing the haters can do to stop it. People are very emotional. I don't like the city owners. I don't like the way how they go about cheating with the books and using revenue from other outside sponsorships. But it is a very fine footballing operation from Manchester City. They have got some good English players on the team. I mean, they're not everyone is an outside player. Porto free kick. Oh, I get the sub. Okay, well, Porto, the player who was cramping comes out, so maybe he's just tired. Maybe he wasn't faking his injury. The time waste.
He started every single match in the group stage, but he's been more of a peripheral figure in the last couple of months or so. Window, as you can see.
Swept past Di Lorenzo.
Kept in anyway. Galeno across, easy for David Raya.
Right to that, with the ball in the second half, they know.
The head of Lewandowski. Couldn't force it forward. Raspadori has forced it away. Done well. Saka.
It's a free kick.
That's the 9 balls. Not make the most of them.
Very
variety in Arsenal's delivery from corner kicks in this first leg, but a good opportunity for the set play here.
I'm very excited for the second legs. I can tell you that for a fact.
Well,
At least these ties are not over after one leg, right? I mean, that's what the fans like to see. They want to see very tight legs lasting until the second leg. The fans don't want to see them over after one leg. So I think these are some very fair results for the fans. UEFA likes the money. They get some good TV money. You won't care about Arsenal and Porto. You'll care about it because it's 0-0. How's Arsenal doing? Are they gonna do? Are they gonna choke? Are they gonna same Woolwich Wonders? Bum, bum, bum. Woo! That was close. Porto defeated Juventus. They only lost 1-0 to Inter across two legs. So this is still, despite their form in the league, they're still going to be a tough opponent. They're not going to give too much respect to Arsenal, as you saw in this match with their scoring opportunities. They know Arsenal are more inexperienced compared to Porto in the European stage. But across two legs, Arsenal to go through at home, Barcelona at home. Barcelona should win, although Messi is still the GOAT on steroids. If Barcelona fail to win a knockout tie in the second or third year ever since Messi left, the third year since Messi left, they win 0 knockout ties. And they got sent to Europa the 2 years.
Is there to be late drama? No, says Declan Rice. Gets in the way for Arsenal, but it breaks loose again.
Porto have another chip. Arsenal, they will take the draw. Porto, it's spacing up. It's spacing up. They're playing open. Wow, Mamma mia! Mamma mia! What a goal! Wow, what a goal! What a goal! What a goal by Porto! 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 Nice touch on that shot. Arteta made a mistake. He should have not opened up the match. He should have played for the draw.
A game of very few chances. We said that Galeno's been restricted in the second period, hardly seen the ball.
I saw the space. It was opening up. Arsenal paid.
And now he comes up with a moment of magic. Arsenal give the ball away. Not once, but twice. And then Galeno, from a long way out, takes aim and fires one into that far corner. David Raya may think he should have done better.
Got to be very calculated. Arteta's the one who opened up the. He wanted to go all out attack. He opened it up. He got burned there at the end. He goofed up. Arteta goofed up. You want to preserve the tie, preserve the draw. He gone fucked up right there. You messed up. You gotta preserve the draw. You gotta preserve the 0-0. You know it's going back to the Emirates. It was just a really amateur, inexperienced mistake there by Mikel Arteta.
And it is a famous night at the Dragao. Good too. Sorry, Kate.
No, I was going to ask Terry what he had thought of Arsenal up until that point.
Like Micah said before the game, they were only, and we were, I would say, because I'm also a fan, and I don't mind that, we were only good on set pieces. It's one thing to play West Ham, it's one thing to...
What a goal by Porto. Wow, mamma mia. Arteta messed up. He should have preserved the draw. It was a mistake.
And as it happens, those guys were a bit better than us.
This was a mistake.
I told you last week it was going to be difficult away at Porto.
UEFA says money. They say money. Ha, ha, they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're laughing all the way to the bank. They got the ratings there for the second leg, right? UEFA, they like the ratings, don't they? They got the money.
This is why I mentioned
Money.
we lost that ball cheaply.
Everyone will be tuning in to the second legs of these matches.
Ultimately, in Europe, you just blink and you're 1-0 down.
Wow. So much to break down.